Hello, welcome to Grief is Real, Big, Better Shared. I'm Angela Hamblin Kelly, founder and administrator of the Baptist Centers for Good Grief. And today we want to talk about grief. What exactly is grief? How does it show up? What do grievers need? What can help me when I'm grieving? These are questions that we are often asked. It's important to remember that grief is a normal response to an abnormal event. Let me say that again. Grief is normal. It just doesn't usually feel normal.
Hello, my name is Lauren, and I'm a grief counselor and the executive director at Baptist Centers for Good Grief.
And I'm Hannah. I'm a grief counselor and a clinical director at the Baptist Centers for Good Grief.
What is grief? Grief is all the thoughts and feelings that run around inside our bodies after someone we love dies. Some people describe grief like the ocean, others a spiral, and others a path in the wilderness. Some people even compare grief to a roller coaster. Whatever your image of grief is, it probably involves change. Grief equals change. So many changes. And I don't know about you, but I don't like change. Not many people do. Grief changes so much. We lose a person who we love and who we can see, touch, and feel, but we also lose so many other things. Sometimes it can even feel like we are losing pieces of ourselves. We often hear people say, "I will never feel the same again." Grief is a real experience, and it comes with so many big feelings and changes. We believe that grief is better shared. And that's why we're here today, to share. We know that we grieve in 5 ways: physically, spiritually, emotionally, cognitively, and behaviorally. These 5 ways of grieving are normal reactions. And in our next videos, we will be exploring each of these common grief reactions in more detail.
People often ask about the stages of grief, or the correct way to grieve. Unfortunately, there are no stages or exact steps to follow. Grief comes in waves, much like the ocean. The intensity of the waves change, but the ocean is always there.
And grief forces so many other losses. When someone we love dies, we lose their physical presence, but we also lose part of ourselves. We might wonder, who am I now? We might find that our self-confidence decreases. We lose part of our security. Maybe the person who died is who you went to in times of need. Often the death of a loved one brings financial changes that then might impact a family's lifestyle. And there can be a loss of meaning, which might mean changes to your goals, dreams, and joy in daily life.
And there are so many factors that influence our grief. Some of these factors include who died, how they died. Was there a funeral or an opportunity for memorialization? Everyone's grief is unique, and their relationship with their loved one is unique.
Grief can heal, but it doesn't heal in 3 days. We never get over our grief. And so healing means that grief continues with us. Always. We have to spend time with our grief, and we have to develop and utilize healthy coping skills. Grief needs a balance of the following coping skills: self-care, support, memorialization, expression, regulation and calming, and even some distraction and avoidance. A mix of all of these coping skills can help us navigate the many common grief reactions. We have more videos coming soon that will look at these coping skills in more detail.
Another thing to remember about grief is if you're old enough to love, you're old enough to grieve. So children grieve, teenagers grieve. We all grieve. And even though there are many commonalities in grief, we all grieve in our own unique ways. Check out our podcast, Grief is Real, Big, Better Shared. We have many episodes about children's grief and many other topics.
Thank you, Lauren and Hannah. Grief is as unique as our individual fingerprints. But like we say all the time, grief is real, big, better shared. Remember, grief can heal. Grief demands attention and care. It needs support and patience. Remember that your grief is a reflection of your love. And you are not alone. The world is full of grievers like you. You can learn more about us at www.baptistgriefcenters.org or check out some of our other videos on our YouTube channel. And remember, grief Grief is real, big, and better shared.